Okay, I'm going to start by talking, or by the way, this is episode 3. I'm going to start by talking about the normal equipment. I'm not going to do the weapons DLC equipment just because I want to get the base game done first. And then I'm going to talk about missions, how you do them, and then I might do one, but of course you can skip that. And then I'm also going to give you tips at the end, and don't know what I'll do for the next video, but we'll see. So I'm going to start with this cable. It allows you to transfer electrical power from one source to another. So say this cable anchor, which is connected to this generator, might be boat B, which has a good battery. And then this is cable anchor for boat C. I should have started with A, but C, which is connected to that empty battery. They're not connected to each other though, because they're supposed to be separate vehicles. If I attach this here and here, you can see nothing's happening because this generator is not generating anything and the battery is not connected straight to it. But if I have a generator or a battery that's connected directly to it, you can see now it's generating power and all my little things are starting to turn on. This backlight, that heater right there. And so that's how you use that. This hose is used for transferring fuel and things, or water. Maybe if you have it connected to a pump that's pumping water, you can spray it at a fire. But in this case, we're going to use it for fuel. So you can see this tank is empty, but if I connect it here and go over to here with the diesel, if I hit pump out and connect it there, okay, then you can see now it filled up, and this only has 20 fuel, but if I transfer the fuel, you can see it's still filling up. So that's how that works. This is a flashlight. Left click, it's really bright, and you can see the green bar is the battery, and you can see it, the 100% is red, but then it turns green as it charges because it's connected to the electricity. A glow stick, I don't want to use this because it's really bright, but essentially you just left click and it throws it. Of course you can recolor it by painting it in the vehicle creator. The compass is a compass. Don't know what to say about that. The flare is the same as the glow stick, but instead it has like a flare with the smoke trail. And there's also a flare gun and flare ammo. To use this gun, you just left click and it fires. And you can either hit B on the gun if you have an ammo box, or you can left click on the ammo box to refill it. That's the wrong slot. I want this to be... Okay. These are first aid kits and defibrillators, fire extinguishers. We'll do the defibrillator and first aid kit first. So the defibrillator is used to pick up someone who's like this. You can see they're incapacitated. They have a timer. Whenever that timer runs out, they become deceased. They die. So all you need to do is left click on them and they can heal up. Usually that cause is because of a fire or maybe they drown. And so now you can use a first aid kit, left click on them, and they get all healed up. For this person, what if I run out of med kits? Well, I have little medical beds right here. If I put this person inside of it, and I don't know if it needs an electric charge, does it? Hold on, how do I see this? No, it doesn't. So yeah, it'll just passively slowly heal them. They might do a little dance with their head if they're weird. And another mechanic about people as a bonus, you can hold E or Q to pick them up. E to make them follow you. Sometimes they do that weird jump, but they will follow everything you do. If I jump this way, they'll jump. I don't know if they follow crouching. Sometimes they do. But yeah, and then you can put them into seats, you can pick them up. Yeah, that's how you mess around with characters and the healing. Next is fire extinguishers. You left click and it puts out the fire. Sometimes you have to aim in a different area. It can be a little weird. Let's go to this side real quick. Night vision binoculars are the same as normal binoculars, but they let you see at night. But they do need electrical charge, so you will need to charge them. This is an oxygen mask. If you're underwater, I don't know if I have water near me. I don't. But if you're underwater, you'll see your oxygen bar start to go down, and if you left click, it'll fill it up. But there are ways to avoid needing to use this. This is a radiation detector. If there's radiation and you left click, you can see that little wiggling bar. That'll go all the way to the right, and then the bar, the digital display, will start to go up as well from like green to red. I think there's five levels, and 5th being the worst. But there are ways to mitigate those effects. This is a transponder locator, and this is a transponder. Transponders can also be equipped onto vehicles by using a different type of block. Can you stop going away, please? So if I hit transmit and throw it on the ground, nope, wait. backspace, throw it on the ground, and then left click. You can see it's beeping really loud whenever I get close to it, but as I get further, it beeps slower. So that's how you use those. This also detects the ones on vehicles, and there is a transponder locator that is for vehicles, so you can connect it to lights or things of the such. I'm gonna bring my Doberman back. I don't want it to run away because we need it for one of the equipment types. Now, next is the remote, radio. For the radio, if I left click, it starts transmitting, but I have to select a channel, so I have that connected to channel 1. Left click, you can hear me twice in game now, and if I get really close, you can hear very, yeah. So anyways, that's how you use that. I won't demonstrate how this works, but if you want me to, I can make a video about it. The remote control unit is essentially the same. It takes channels. Whenever you toggle control, you can see I'm hitting WASD, the arrow buttons, nothing is happening. And it's used to control vehicles. It's essentially the same. You take the signal in, transport it somewhere else, and then take it out. Next is the strobe light, and then the infrared one. Infrared one is just used for infrared cameras. But if I toggle it, then it flashes. I believe man overboard mode means that it'll only activate if you're in the water. The rope, I don't have any anchors near me, but usually you can connect it to anchors to tether things together. Essentially how you can connect these together, but it doesn't transfer anything. And this is a dog whistle. I forgot exactly what it works, but 1 blow. No, 2 blows? Yeah, 2 blows makes the dog follow you. Oh, yay. 1 blow. No, 2 blows again? How do I get it to stop? Yeah, okay, 1 long blow makes it stop. Alright. I think it tells you in the description. Whoa, lag. In the description of the editor, so 2 blows. Yay, puppy! And 1 long blow. And it stops. Okay. Come on, puppy. So yeah, that's how you use the dog whistle to interact with the dogs. I'm sure there are other commands that you can do as well, but I forgot. Now, we should cover these as well, and then I'll talk about the missions. Thermal clothing and heaters protect you from the cold. I believe if you're really high up, I'll try to, you know what, let's start with the parachute. The parachute, it lets you fall from really high heights and you can deploy it. And the thermal clothing will protect you from the extreme cold. For example, if you're really high up, or if the season changes, then it'll start getting colder. If you go into the Arctic, it'll be freezing there. And they allow you to, there we go. They allow you to survive the cold. So you can see that ice symbol. That means that I'm slowly freezing to death. If I'm in the Arctic, it'll go down faster. If I'm in Arctic water, it'll go down even faster. But the heater, which can be placed on vehicles, can protect you from that by just heating up the environment within a 15 block radius. And the heating clothing can protect you from the cold by just wearing it. And that's how you use the heater and heating or thermal clothing. For the parachute, whenever you're falling, left click. Make sure you give it enough time to react. You can also, I'm going to turn off player damage real quick. You can hit B. Wait, oops. You can hit B. Also, there's a tsunami right there. But whenever you hit B, you can't deploy it again. But there are ways to refill this. One of which is by simply putting it in here. And then you take it out again. You can see the little green bar right below it is filled again. And that's how you use the parachute. Scuba gear, it allows you to survive for, like, I think it's, I don't know, it's quite a while underwater. And you can go up to 50 meters below the water. Or, yeah, 50. And then, no, 50 or 150, I forgot. But this is the diving equipment. It's the same thing as scuba gear. You can breathe underwater a lot better. But you can go 250 meters underwater. It's been a while since I used them. Rude. And that's how you use all the equipment. So now I'm going to go and talk about missions. don't know why I paused there. To get missions or to skip missions, simple. Sorry for the lag, by the way. You just sleep in a bed. Wait, hold on. Wait, I forgot to. Can't have override time on. You just sleep in a bed. The day or night cycle will pass if you have it enabled. We have missions that require transporting, like these. Where are they? Nope, not that one. Where are they? This one? Nope. Whoa. Ones like these, which do not do. They only give you a couple $1,000s. Are they here? Transporting ones where you need to transport 4 people. So you see, they want me to go here and all the way up here. But no. You also get ones like these, where you need to put out a fire and rescue some people. You also get ones where you need to dive underwater to retrieve something and take it to a dock. And others where you need to evacuate people. You'll see a big blue circle on the map, and sometimes there'll be like a little lighter red person, and it'll show you all like the different locations and all the safe zones, and you have to take them there. But I'm gonna sleep until I get a mission that requires me to save someone. Really quickly, here's an example of what I was talking about. You get circles like this that tell you that something's about to happen, and if they are over bases, sometimes you'll have like a little person maybe here who would need to be transported to a different safe zone. And then here's an example of the deep underwater stuff. You would need a big underwater crane or something to lift this, because even your character can't go that deep, even with all the scuba equipment. You can also get missions where you need to repair vehicles. So you'll have to take the welding torch, go to wherever the damage is, and then just repair everything. I'm just saying that because I've been sleeping forever and I haven't found a mission. Alright, I just had to start a new game. Just because it was considering me really progressed, because I had all this stuff unlocked because I was in creative mode. But you just saw rescue 4 casualties in the ocean to a hospital. It should be fairly close. Yep, just right there. So I'm going to go get my vehicle and we can go do that mission real quick. Alright, this is my vehicle. It's nothing much, but it gets the job done. So you can see we only have to go a couple of kilometers. I would recommend, I know this isn't the tip section yet, but I would recommend grabbing your fire extinguisher and first aid kits before you get there, just in case, you know, there's a big fire, and also to pack more than one fire extinguisher, but we'll get to that later. Okay, we've just arrived. There's no, wait, no, I don't see a fire. I'll go over there anyways just to check. I'm assuming the waves have put it out already because there's no fire. But we can rescue the people. You see this person is a bit low. Heal them. This person is also a bit low. It looks like there was a fire, but it definitely got put out or something. And we can take these people back to the boat. Not that one apparently, he wants to freak out. Usually whenever there's a fire, it will grow and get bigger. And what is going on with my boat? It will grow and get bigger and take out some of the casualties. But yeah, sometimes it can be hard to put out. You just have to maneuver yourself right sometimes. Just spray all around it till you see the fire is getting smaller. You see these people in the water with their flashing light. Luckily none of them are incapacitated, but if they were, I would put them onto my boat and I would get them first, because they will drown, and if they die, obviously you can't get money for them. So yeah, you don't want that to happen, and the only reason you save them is for the money. Anyways, missions can get it a little annoying sometimes. I kind of prefer resource trading over this, but whoa, it's just an example. Also, I'll heal you as well. This boat, because it's made for my career mode, I haven't unlocked the oh, I thought they drowned for a second. I was like, oh my god. But this is made for my career mode, so I haven't unlocked the medical bed yet using the research points, which I talked about in the last video. But it doesn't have the medical bed, so I just have to heal them manually. Alright, everybody, into the seat. Now, whoa! Because I have all the passengers, the fire appears to be extinguished. I can now take them back to the hospital. And that's how you complete the mission. You put out the fire, you take everyone back to the hospital, and yeah. Just for the sake of the tutorial and my time, I'm going to turn off the weather, just because I don't feel like dealing with that right now. Of course, I wouldn't recommend doing that because it's part of the fun, but I've tried recording this like 7 times, so I'll be back when we get to the hospital. I do just want to add that there are a few different mission types. That was just one of them. There are ones where you need to go underwater to recover or repair something using special devices. There are others where you need to actually like search around and use your transponder, which I showed you earlier. There are others where you have to evacuate people. So say, I don't know if we have any of those big blue circles right now, but those will appear on the map and they'll tell you that maybe there's going to be a tsunami or an impact event. And if there's like a base like this one that's in range, you'll have to take people out of the blue circle into the green safe zones. And yeah, there's not as many mission types as I would like, but there are add-ons that I might consider making a video about that that bring back some of the really cool older missions. And yeah, see, this would be a good time, especially if you're in waves, to try and tether up the boat. I'll put this down. I didn't get to demonstrate this earlier, so now's a good time. Connect it right there, and connect it to the little thing. And you can see my boat moves a little bit as it connects, and that just prevents it from drifting away too far. Now, whenever people have lower health, they're going to give you less money. And I believe it's whenever they're full health, you get $2,000 per person. I'll grab that person in a minute. You get $2,000 per person, $3,000 per fire, and 1 research point per person in fire. So just something, you know, it's nice. Well, not really. It can be kind of slow sometimes, but you can see we bring them in. We got $20 less for some of them because of their health, but that's all fine there. It's only about $60 total. Now I want to grab this person. I don't know why they've been jumping into the water recently. I think it might just be a bug that could have been introduced at some point. And also you can see they started following me back out, and that's because they changed the characters, so now they'll continue to be interactable, because you don't want them to be stuck in your vehicle if you were to bring them in a helicopter and get too close. So now you can see we can pick up the rescued survivor, tell them to follow us. I don't know why they jump like that. I don't like it. But yeah, that's how you do a mission. That's the basics of the basic mission. If you don't want, if you do want me to try and cover the more complex missions, I can. And now the last. Oh, don't forget to disconnect your boat. The last thing that I have is the tips. So to start off, always pack a few more than 1 fire extinguisher and first aid kit, because there are times where a mission might have a lot more people or a lot more fire than you think, and so if you don't have enough first aid kits, you can't heal them all and they'll start to die. Not enough fire extinguishers, you know, you can't put the fire out, and you either can't rescue people or you can't complete the mission, can't get that money. You usually don't need more than 2 defibrillators, because like 8 people in a mission is a huge amount, and it's highly unlikely that they're all incapacitated. So I usually only bring 2. Let's see, another tip, it's not related to missions, but don't fly in thunderstorms. And I mean, you can, it's not recommended, especially if you have breakers, because thunderstorms, if they hit you, they'll turn off all the breakers. If a megalodon hits you, I know they used to turn off all the breakers as well. So if you're flying in a plane and all the breakers get turned off and you have no power, then you have to get up, go all the way over to the breakers, flip them all back on, all while trying to do that in a plane that's stalling. and usually people don't fly that high either, so yeah, I would not recommend unless you don't have everything connected to a breaker or you have a backup power that's available in the cockpit. Let's see. I personally like to have an oxygen mask next to me in case my boat capsizes and, you know, I want to stay in the boat to try to flip it over, but I also don't want to drown. There's not too many more that's specifically really related to this episode. I mean, always have a little, whoa, cab light. And don't go in full speed. Hey, look, my boat almost capsized. I could take the oxygen mask. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you do have the weapons DLC, stay away from the AI. Of course, you can unlock the weapons and go for them, but I mean, stay away from them unless you see that they captured 2 islands and they're surrounded by a bunch of others. Capture those islands as fast as you can because it prevents them from spreading, and you can easily monitor their capturing status, and it just allows you to control the AI better until you can take care of them. So that's all that I have for this one. Is there a crate up here? Nope, I haven't seen one crate in this entire video. So yeah, that's all that I have. If there's anything I missed that you want to see, tell me and I'll do that. Next episode will probably just be on like a little bonus episode on disasters, and then I might start going into other types of missions, but we'll see. I don't know, to be honest. So yeah.